and welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Rachel, and today we're going to be playing with some new makeup, mainly the Sugarpill palette and some Kaja Beauty. This is super cute. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, just stay tuned and keep on watching. So I thought we would just start out with some things that I've been meaning to try and then just get ready together. This is gonna be a chatty get ready with me. I don't know, I always prefer these over the quick one set to music just because it's a little more personal. So the couple of things that I've been meaning to try is I have some goodies here from Kaja Beauty. This is their wink stamp, which gives you like the perfect winked, the perfect winged look. This is their wing eyeliner stamp and pen. I've never tried it before, so I'm really excited. This is also their cheek stamp in the shade Saucy. It's like a really pretty dusty pink. And then I have two lip shades from them, so I'm going to kind of see how my look evolves, and then we can decide whether to use the more nudie pink or the red. They're both really cute and totally into the fact that the actual lip product itself, I don't know if you could see it, I need to get a new camera so it auto focuses, but this is a heart-shaped tip of the lipstick. It's super cute. So anyway, those were the things from Kaja Beauty that I wanted to use, and then I also, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is the Sugarpill Fun Size Palette that I've been so excited to try. I've had it for like 2 weeks now. I have no idea why it took me so long to get into this. Look how beautiful. It's like all my favorite colors. So yeah, we're just gonna start out getting ready. While my camera was setting up, I did go ahead and prep my face. I used the 4th Ray Watermelon Milk Moisturizer. If you guys watched my last video, I talked a lot about 4th Ray beauty products, and the watermelon milk is one of my favorite to moisturize my combination skin. And I also put on my face primer, and that is it. I used the Professional. This is Benefit's pore, it kind of fills in your pores, pore minimizing primer. And now I'm going to go in with some foundation. Thank God. My skin has been a lot better, but I just started Curology, and for like a hot second my skin was a disaster. So it's finally starting to calm down and clear up again. So I'm still deciding whether I want to actually go ahead and like renew my, because it was like a month trial. But if you guys are interested in trying it, I know that your first month is free and it's pretty thorough. They ask you obviously like a bunch of questions about your skin, and you even send in some photos so they can like see what's going on. And then based on 4 things that you want to change about your skin, not change, but like work on, improve, they put a formula together for you. And you get a moisturizer, a cleanser, like a face wash, and then the actual treatment. It's like it looks like a lotion, but it's like a serum. And that's your 3-step. So far I've been liking it. For like 2 weeks, or like, maybe that's too long, maybe like a week and a half, I was like, what the heck? My skin was purging really bad, and I almost had to jump ship and abandon my treatment. But it is nice, they do like a check-in with you to like see how everything's going. And apparently the purging with some retinol, which is good for anti-aging and wrinkles, some of the retinols tend to do that. It clears your skin, but first it brings everything, like all the gook that's in your skin, up to the surface. And I remember going to Disneyland on my birthday. My dad, as you guys know, was in town, and the night before my skin was okay, and then at Disney when we were in the bathroom, I noticed I had like a pimple coming up, and I was like, oh, it's just because it's hot, and I'm like sweating with makeup on. And oh my gosh, within the end of the day when I washed my face, the only way I can describe it is like microscopic whitehead all over. They were just tiny, the tiniest little pimples. It was like a pore, whatever was in the pore the pore pushed whatever was in that particular pore up to the surface. So it was 30 to 40 like tiny little white pimples that you can literally just like move your finger over your skin and they would burst. So I guess that was the purge, but probably a week after that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like my skin is horrible. This is supposed to clear me up. But anyway, it's finally starting to calm down now. So very thankful for that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my skin always looks so white after oh my gosh, I put my foundation on. I feel like I look like a blank ghost on the screen right now. This is the color, as you can see, of my neck, so this is the right shade. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do some concealer under my eyes, and I always like to do a little bit on the forehead just to bring some brightness to the center of the forehead. The Shape Tape, Tarte's Shape Tape, which is my favorite concealer, it does dry pretty quick, but there is definitely like a method to the madness. You want to let it set a little bit, so I like to let it set for like 15 seconds. But if anything longer than like 15 to 30 seconds and it starts drying, and then it's really hard to blend out. So there is kind of a sweet spot as far as the timing, but it's really good coverage. And then I just kind of blend out whatever is underneath my eyes. This is a little too wet. I can tell whenever my beauty blender is too wet because it almost makes the foundation that I've just laid down a little splotchy. So I probably didn't do a good job when I wet my beauty blender of getting all the water out, but it's fine. I do like this coverage a lot. It's very good full coverage. And then I just kind of blend it out, and whatever's left I bring up onto the eyelids so that it kind of doubles as like a primer for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to head and set this with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And then I need to bronze because, oh my gosh, my face looks like translucent. So I'm just going to go and set. And I pretty much set my entire face with the exception of my eyelid because I want my eyeshadow to really stick to my eyelid, so I'm not going to set it. So hopefully you guys had a good summer. Tell me something good that you did. I did a lot of nothing. I don't know if some of you guys know, but I'm no longer with Lyme Crime, sadly. I was laid off earlier in the summer, so I didn't talk about it a lot because honestly I was really devastated by it, and also my contract says I'm not really allowed to discuss it, but I am allowed to say that I was laid off. So sadly, I mean, it is sad because it was one of my favorite brands, but I've moved on. I am looking for work, so hopefully I can stay in Los Angeles. I've been pretty much looking for work for the past 3 months, and it's been really hard. I've gone on like a bunch of interviews, but nothing has really come about. I don't know if it's super competitive or what. If I don't find something soon, sadly, I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in LA much longer because unemployment is just barely anything. Like, you can't really live off unemployment. So I need to figure some things out, or I'm going to have to be making my way back to the East Coast so I can kind of hole up with my family and just kind of look for work back on the East Coast. But I'm praying I can stay here because I don't feel like my run in Los Angeles is quite over yet. And yeah, so that's pretty much been my summer. I've just been, oh, by the way, I'm using the Too Faced Sun Bunny Natural Bronzer. I feel like this one gives me some color without being like too abrasive. So I really like that one. But yeah, so that's pretty much been my summer, interviewing for work, and it's been nice. I've had some really nice time off to kind of recharge my batteries, but now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get back to work now. But we shall see what's in God's plans for me. I'm not freaking out and worrying about it because I'm like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And it's out of my control. I can only do my best and apply to jobs and interview, right? And that's all we can do. So no use in stressing myself out. Alright, so now we're up to eyeshadow. So I don't really have an idea what I'm going to do. I just kind of want to play and not really overthink it. But I have all of these beautiful shades. I'm just so excited about this. So I think I'm just going to do 2 colors on one eye and then 2 colors on the other. Just because I want to kind of play with the shadows and just kind of see what the pigmentation is like. So I've been trying to not salivate too much over this one, but this kind of chartreuse, it's like between a lime green and like a yellow, is really calling out to me. So I want to see what this bad boy looks like. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just been lying low for summer, and I had family in town. Like my mom came to visit, and then my dad came to visit. He actually surprised me because he was here for Memorial Day in May, and then he kind of knew I was having a hard time and just being really down and out about Lime Crime, because that was literally my dream job, and I feel like I got robbed. Like it took me so long to get that job, and I had it for 6 months, and then I just felt like it was taken from me. But yeah, so my dad surprised me and came. So I've just been kind of, you know, hanging out with family and trying to enjoy the time off, because sometimes you get so stressed out about looking for work that you can't even enjoy the time that you have off, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I've just been kind of like reading and, you know, catching up on shows that like I wanted to try and just never had the time to. So I've been getting into some like Netflix series, just kind of taking it easy really. All right, so next color I think I'm gonna go in with, what would pair well with that one? I think I want to go in with this purple called Player One. Speaking of Sugarpill, I would love to be picked up by another beauty brand. So if anybody watching me knows anybody or has contacts, like I just really worked my butt off to get into beauty rather. And to me, it would be like a really big shame to just work so hard and then, you know, leave the industry. So I am kind of keeping, you know, my eyes open for any kind of job as an influencer manager. But ideally, I do want to stay in beauty, and preferably like a colorful brand like Sugarpill or Huda or you know, just another fun, colorful brand. ColourPop, although I did interview with ColourPop and they're all the way in Oxnard, and I didn't realize, you guys, that Oxnard is legit like 2 hours from my house. So I mean, I could try it, but probably what would happen is I'd have to wind up moving over there if that did come, you know, into play, which I was prepared to do. I was like, okay, whatever, like if I need to move, I need to move. But I really love my setup over here in Glendale. I don't love the area, but I just love my apartments. I feel really good and like comfortable here. So okay, I'm just gonna take the same colors and bring them down below. I think I'm liking how this is looking. I never know until the whole look comes together at the end with like eyeliner and everything, but as you can tell, the pigmentation on these colors is really nice. I don't really need to do much in the way of spraying because they are laying down pretty nicely, but if you wanted to just up the pigmentation a little, you could spray your brush. That's so fun. And then just on the other side, bringing the purple down as well. Then I think on the other side, there's so many good colors. I think I want to go in with this pink. I like the hot pink too, but the like more warm tone pink that's a little cooler is calling out to me. So that one's called Level Up. Level up, level up, level up. Some songs, like, they get stuck in my head, even though I find them like super annoying. Okay, I'm gonna just take, I really need to invest in more brushes. I've learned I don't have nearly enough brushes for how much makeup I own. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down. Whoa! She is pigmented. Holy smokes. Oh, so I think we were talking about jobs. So yeah, if anyone has any connections, I'm not asking for like anybody's handouts, but if you know anyone in beauty, I just feel like that's how I'm gonna get my next job, is networking. Yeah, I would love, love, love. If you're someone who watches my channel and you have any contacts in beauty, that would just be like super helpful. Okay, now, oh my gosh, this is so hard. So I think it's between this teal and, I don't know, either the teal or the blue. Yeah, the teal or the blue. I think I'm gonna go teal. Why not, right? It's summer, let's have a little fun. Wow, yeah, these are really, really pigmented, you guys. Like, I couldn't believe how cheap this palette was. I was like, oh, I'm unemployed, I can't afford it. And then, like, I saw everybody posting about it. And truth be told, I was like you're gonna think I'm like silly, but I was just so loyal to Lime Crime because they were just like my favorite brand, that even though I wanted to try some Sugarpill stuff, like even if I tried it on the down low, I didn't, you know, since it was a competitor, I didn't really want to publicly announce that I was interested in their products. But I've always really been a fan of any brand that just has colorful makeup, and this is really pretty. I couldn't believe when I saw everyone posting about it and Lime Crime had laid me off. I was like, you know what? I'm getting it. And it was really inexpensive. I want to say it was like $29 or something like that, like something super reasonable for such a really nice like pigmented palette. So I'm not really loving how this is blending in the middle. I think I'm gonna go over a little more with this pink and just try and blend that a little better. But yeah, this is a really cute palette. And now that I'm not employed by Lime Crime, I was like, I am getting it and I am posting about it. I mean, they never said I couldn't like post competitor stuff, but I don't know, it felt wrong. So I just never did it, but I've always seen like their stuff in Riley Rose and stuff. And anyway, I was on my way to a beauty event recently and I passed by Sugarpill's headquarters and I didn't realize it's so close to my apartment in Glendale, like literally so close. So now I'm like, dang, that would be a blessing to not even have a commute if I was to be picked up. But I've written to them like several times and they're like, oh, we're not looking for anyone right now, like thanks for your interest. Boo. So I mean, that happens. I know that they're a fairly small company, so no hate, but yeah, that would have been like super cool to not have a commute. I think that's what I'm just gonna leave for the eyes. I know it looks crazy right now, but as soon as I put on my eyeliner, it will all blend together. But you can just see like how pigmented the colors are. This is so cute. I can't wait to do more looks with it. I might try a cut crease with this later on in the week, just so I can play with the colors a little bit. I am testing out this Wink Stamp liner set, so let's go ahead and do that. So I believe this is, so you have the stamp, right? So the stamp makes the wing for you, and then you have the liquid liner that you just connect. So I think I've used something similar to this before. It was like something I got off Wish. My roommate got it for me. So this is the liner. This is like the liquid liner. And then this, oh wow, it gives like your left wing and your right wing. So they like really take all of the guesswork out of it. All right, so I'm gonna do my left wing now. Now the thing about this that's important is you have to place it correctly. So let's see. See, I mean, that's pretty good. I didn't even really need to do much. And then for this one, you just want to get it to the bottom, like line it up with the bottom of where your lashes are, because wherever you put it, you're gonna need to connect the line. So pretty easy. So let me just show you. So you do that, and then boop. Like, how easy is that for a cat wing? You don't even need to do any work. I love it. All right, so I'm just gonna straighten out my line, and I actually am very impressed with this liner because it's very precise. Yeah, so the goal is just to take the bottom, you know, connect the bottom and just bring it along the lower lash line. And there you have your wing. All right, so now that I did my little wing, that's so cute. Wow, I'm impressed. After you do your little wingy, I'm just gonna let that dry for another second. While that's drying, I guess I can work on, what else can I work on? Oh, let's try this little stamp. This is how it comes. And this, whoop. And then you open and you just press this in. So cute. Just blend it out. So you'll probably want to work quick. Most of it is blended out. And whenever you can see a little remnants of it, you can just kind of blot it out with your beauty blender. But that's actually like a really pretty color. It's not overwhelming. And then on the bottom, I'm just going to line my waterline in this Maybelline Lasting Drama. This is like super nice as far as a gel kind of formula. Like, it doesn't pull on my eye at all. Okay, I'm just gonna do my brows. I think I'm gonna go in, I haven't used this in a while. This is the Brow Pow Eyebrow Powder by The Balm Cosmetics. It's a little bit dark for my brows, but it's all good. I'm just gonna take this little brow thing and tap, and then just start lightly filling in here. So once I kind of fill in the shape that I want, I'm just gonna go back in with my Lime Crime Bushy Brow in Dirty Blonde and just kind of brush the hairs out, and this kind of just locks them in place. I didn't really need the color in this, like if you had the clear that would be sufficient, but I'm just going to use this to like set them basically. And then my favorite thing to do is to go back in with this Bushy Brow Precision Pen and do some faux little brow hairs. I don't know, I love the bushy brow look, so to me this just makes my brows look a little more bushy and full. And I just do it like at the start of the brow because that's where I'm kind of lacking those little baby hairs. And that's pretty much all I do for my brows. Again, this is a little dark for me, but it's okay. Let's do some highlighter. I think I'm going to go in with my Lime Crime Mermaid's liner. Rachel, what are you saying? My highlight. And I'm gonna go in just with the purple. I hardly ever use this shade. This is the shade Seashell. And just dust it. These are super pigmented, so just a little to pick up the light on the cheekbone. This is super pretty. And just doing the bridge of my nose. And the Cupid bow. And I also like to go in and use this for my inner corner. So I'm going to use a different shade. I'm going to use the shade Pearl. And tap that on my inner corner. Super pretty. Also using it on my brow bone. Now finally I am ready to curl my lashes and prep them for mascara and then lashes. For lashes, I think I'm going to use, I don't want anything too crazy because it will overwhelm my eye look and you won't be able to see it. I'm just gonna use like a really beat up pair of lashes from Rouge and Rogue. These are the style Chaos that are legit like on their last leg. So I'm just going to put some lash glue and let that sit for 30 seconds. And then we'll pick a lip and that will be the completed look. Let me know, I know this is a really long one. Let me know if you guys like these chatty get readies with me or if you just want it quick set to music. I just felt like we had a lot to catch up on today. And it's kind of like an end of the summer, early fall update, which by the way, my official first pumpkin spice latte of the season. So good with oat milk. Okay, well that is kind of setting. I have my lashes drying here. Congrats on your face. This shirt cracks me up. I have my lashes that are finishing up. I'm also going to just do a little additional contour work with my Hoola bronzer. Now, I've already bronzed my face, but sometimes I like to go in and just do a little extra. So I'm taking this tiny little contour brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just literally going up on the highest point of my cheek just to kind of deepen in that contour. And I don't bring it all the way down. I just literally focus it like right underneath. This would be my cheekbone where I highlight, just literally right above that. And you don't want any harsh lines, so if it does look harsh, just kind of blend it out. You can do your jawline at this point. I try not to because when I do this, and if I forget to take off the makeup down there, it always makes me break out, but you are technically supposed to kind of contour the like perimeter of the face. And then my favorite thing I've been doing, because I feel like it really makes a difference in photos, so especially if I'm going to like an event or something, I like to contour my nose. Of course, I use the brush that I always use to contour it, so I'm going to choose something else. I'll just take this little Lime Crime brush. It's pretty thick, so I feel like that will work for the sides. And then I just go, ooh, this actually works really well for this. I just go on the sides of the nose all the way kind of up to where the brow starts and close it at the bottom of the nose. And you're also supposed to go kind of here. I don't know why people do that. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but I do find that like that makes a huge difference in photos. So I do that, and then again, you don't want any harsh lines, so I just kind of go back over it with another brush just to kind of ease the lines, but I think that looks really good. My lashes have been drying for 30 seconds, so I just kind of give them one last bend to make sure that they're gonna fit the curve of my eye. And then I just place them on, and I honestly think the key to applying lashes, I can put lashes on like without a mirror. I'm just like so used to it. I find that the key is just leaving them to dry so the glue can get tacky. Your number one mistake is trying to put them on too soon after you put the glue on. So I found the key, at least for myself, is letting it get tacky, kind of forgetting about them for a little bit, doing another step of your makeup. And the one last thing I have to recommend that sometimes I forget to do, and if I forget, my boyfriend or someone always reminds me, is when you're looking down, okay, you can see the line between the fake lashes and mine. So as soon as it's dry, like I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds to like really adhere to my lash line, I go over it with a liquid liner. Super important step. While I'm letting that kind of dry, I am just going to choose. Now, technically, if I was just wearing, like this is a pink and red shirt, I would go with the red. I just love pink and red together. I think it's super cute. But because the eye look is so colorful, I'm going to use this one. This is like a more nudie pink. It's called Heart Melter in Honey Bun. And it's Kaja Beauty's Moisture Melt Lip Gloss Stick. And again, so cute. You use this to kind of pump up the lipstick. And it is like a heart-shaped. Can you guys see that? So I'm going to... And you can just tell, like, look how glossy that is. It looks like a lip gloss is over a lipstick, but this is just like the formula. Super pretty. Okay, so that is the completed look. The only other thing I'm going to do is just like I recommended, go over the lashes with another line of eyeliner just to make them blend. Okay, you guys, so that is the completed look. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was so good to catch up with you, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.